It's the Dogolotto, the game where adorable, adoptable shelter dogs pick numbered tennis balls to create the jackpot prize-winning number. Presented by Sierra Toyota right here on Cool FM Live. It's free to play and free to win, and the prize pool gets bigger every week until someone hits the jackpot. Now, live from the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Shelter in Sierra Vista, here's your host, Jeff Davenport.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. Welcome back to the 29th episode of Dogolotto. It is Monday, November 17th. And because we had a jackpot prize winner 1 week ago, we get to start again, resetting our jackpot, which will be up to over $100. Is where it's going to start, at over $100 in cash and prizes. Remember, it's always free to enter online at coolfmonline.com/Dogolotto. Go fetch your lucky numbers there. Watch the show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, to see if the dogs end up picking your lucky numbers. But Dogolotto is, as always, grateful to have our presenting sponsor, Sierra Toyota. A huge thank you to our presenting sponsor, Sierra Toyota. Right now, Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. There's lots of new and used inventory in stock, and their state-of-the-art service department. It all makes Sierra Toyota in Sierra Vista on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. The place to go. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Time for a little housekeeping notes. Remember, Doggie Double Prizes are in effect, and last week a Doggie Double Prize ended up going to our jackpot prize winner, but the Doggie Doubles are back in today. So if the dogs pick certain balls, extra prizes get added to the jackpot for this episode. And remember, with the recent adoptions of Secret, Nerd, and Briscoe, three of our incredible all-star ball pickers here, our resident dog trainer and handler, Kimberly, has been working with several new ball-picking dogs for the Dogolotto. So over the next few weeks, we'll be starting every episode off with a brand new dog for you to see. And of course, you can help us get these dogs adopted simply by sharing this video around. Make sure everybody knows Dogolotto every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. And to see the most adorable adoptable shelter dogs in all of Arizona, they're waiting for their forever home right here at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. Again, we had a jackpot winner last Monday, so that means it is time to reset the jackpot. This week, Always Faithful Dog Training is adding a free transformational session for you and your dog to the jackpot. Always Faithful Dog Training helps you correct behavior and obedience challenges by building a relationship of trust and respect through leadership training with no treats, no clickers, no shock collars, no gimmicks. And of course, that added to the sponsored pet adoptions by Kyle and Stephanie Nickell of the Nickell team at Tierra, Antigua Realty make this opening jackpot $100 plus in value. Let's take a look at our gorgeous Prestige Remodeling and Restoration turf box. Looking great today. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration of Sierra Vista is reinvigorating the fundamental principles of customer-centric service. As a licensed general contractor, including plumbing and electrical, they proudly cater to both commercial and residential needs. Visit them at PrestigeSierraVista.com. We walk over to the turf box, sponsored by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. We see ball tube number 1 is empty. There's only one thing to do to correct that. And we get ball tube number 1 locked and loaded and ready to go to meet a brand new ball picker here on Dogolotto. Ball picker number 1 today. She is a large adult female German Shepherd mix. She is so sweet. Walks on a leash very well. She likes other dogs, and she is waiting for her forever home. And welcome for the very first time on the Dogolotto stage. Make some noise for ONYX. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweet girl. Look at you. Oh, my goodness. Kimberly walking ONYX. And again, look at how well ONYX walks on the leash. This is incredible. Probably one of the most well-behaved leash dogs. And there we go. ONYX sees the balls drop, looks around. Oh, she was playing with the balls earlier. Did she get tired? Does she want to pick? Oh, she picks one up. She picks one up. Will it break the play? It does! Just like that! ONYX, you are incredible! ONYX goes and gets the ball that Kimberly throws to her. A brand new all-star ball picker here on Dogolotto. Look at ONYX is absolutely beautiful. Look at your beautiful coat, ONYX. You are so pretty girl. Go get that ball. And full disclosure, we were playing with ONYX here in the play area at the Nancy J. Brew Animal Care Center before we started filming this episode of Dogolotto. And she can actually catch these balls on a hop. She is incredibly talented at being able to do that. She is so cool, so much fun, and such a sweet, sweet puppy. And you will love to have her as part of her forever home in your home. Will that be possible? Do you know someone who would love that gorgeous dog? My gosh, so pretty and so ready to find your forever home, aren't you, ONYX? Aren't you a sweet girl? Look how big your feet are. Look at your big old feet. Yes. Oh, you're such a pretty puppy. Yes, you are. Oh, you're such a pretty girl. There goes ONYX back with Kimberly. ONYX will head off the Dogolotto stage and head back into the air-conditioned confines of the Nancy J. Brew Animal Care Center. Look at ONYX. Oh, ONYX sitting for a treat. Good girl. And that is ONYX, everybody, our new all-star ball picker here on Dogolotto. And what ball, my goodness gracious, would ONYX end up picking? ONYX says, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start my reign on, there's a new queen. Yeah, the new queen. Kalua's got some competition here, but our second queen here in Dogolotto picked the very first ball today. She picked ball number 5 is where she picked today. So ball number 5 goes into tube number 1, and that will sit right there. So great to meet ONYX. So awesome to see her. We have an odd number. We start ball tube number 2 loaded from the odd side as we get going to meet our second ball picker today. Ball tube number 2 locked and loaded, and we are ready to meet all-star ball picker number 2. Oh my goodness, welcome back to the stage. An adult male pit bull terrier. He is large, has a short coat, loves to play ball and sit for treats. You know him, you love him. Make some noise for our all-star ball picker, DEUCE. DEUCEster. DEUCE buddy. Oh my goodness, DEUCE heads straight over to the Prestige Remodeling Turf Box here on this episode of Dogolotto, presented by Sierra Toyota, as DEUCE awaits the balls to come out of ball tube number 2. He squeaks a couple. No, squeaks the one. It sort of broke the plane, but he brought it back, and now he's getting another one. Let's see what happens. Will DEUCE end up taking one out of the box with him? It's got to come and break the plane of the box. As DEUCE is trying out all of them, he's saying, nope, I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try that one. Ooh, let's go back to that one. I don't know if I like that one better. Which one do I? Oh, maybe this one. Ooh, is that one good? Is that one tasty, DEUCE? Now he's smelling something else in there, but smelling the balls. Okay, let's go back to the balls. Let's pick which one we want. Yep. Is that going to be the, nope, that's not going to be the one. Is it over here? That ends up breaking the plane. DEUCE, you did it. Oh, DEUCE, you left us all worried for just a second, but now you ended up getting that ball picked because you're such a good boy. DEUCE is such a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. DEUCE is such a good boy. There he goes, heading off to go get that ball as he's playing fetch here inside the play yard at the Nancy J. Brew Animal Care Center in Sierra Vista. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You coming back in here while I'm setting the balls back up? This is how I try to kill some time. Yes, you're such a pretty dog. Yes, you are. Everybody needs to come see DEUCE, meet DEUCE, and let DEUCE find his forever home simply by you sharing this video. Hey, can you share this video for us? Do us that huge favor of hitting that share button and let all of your friends, all of your followers, all of your fans see one of the dogs that we are the biggest fan of. We're the biggest fan of Deuce, and we will be an even bigger fan of you if you end up helping Deuce find his forever home. Yeah, Deuce stirs ready to rock and roll. As Deuce heads off our stage, Deuce will head back into the air-conditioned confines of the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center here in Sierra Vista. Wave goodbye to Deuce. How interesting. We met a dog named Zeus this weekend, and of course we've got our all-star Deuce. And what did Deuce do? You know, if I'm reaching into this pocket, I've got to double check. Oh, Deuce said, I'm going to play with a bunch of different balls here. Some of them were the Doggie Double, but Deuce said, Jeff, I'm such a big fan of yours that I'm going to pick your number that you wore when you played football for Buena High School, when you played football for Sterling College. Deuce picked ball number 8. That is what Deuce picked. So we have 5, 8, and what? If you picked in that order, 5, 8, you know what you want. Ball number 3 to be. On this episode of Dogolotto, as we await our third and final ball picker today, we want to remind you that this week, Always Faithful Dog Training added a free transformation session for you and your dog to the Jackpot, bringing it at over a $100 value to start us off because we had a big Jackpot prize winner 1 week ago. Always Faithful Dog Training helps to correct behavior and obedience challenges by building a relationship of trust and respect through leadership training with no treats, no clickers, no shock collars, and no gimmicks. Always Faithful Dog Training. That prize, in addition to the adoption fees paid for by the Nickell team at Tierra Antigua Realty, bring our reset jackpot to $100 in value. So, ball tube number 3. We have an even number, so we start from the even side. And there is quite a bit of these balls that were played with by our all-star dogs. But ball picker number 3 is a dog. Did you tune in last week? Because remember, with all the recent adoptions of all of our all-star dog pickers, we've had to start training new dogs. And by we, I mean Kimberly, our dog trainer extraordinaire here at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center, working with them and getting them ready to come to the stage and pick a ball. And if you tuned in last week, you saw the debut of this large adult male pit bull mix who loves long walks, laying on the couch, and chasing balls. He did a great job last week. Let's cheer him on as he comes to the stage this week. Make some noise for ball picker number 3 and already an all-star here on Dogolotto, Midnight 2. Midnight is back. Oh, Midnight, you're back. You're back again. You're trying to get the ball in Kimberly's pocket. No, you've got to get inside the Prestige Turf Box on this episode of Dogolotto, presented by Sierra Toyota. And already, Midnight going after it right away. Midnight comes through again. Oh, my goodness. Midnight is absolutely unstoppable. Midnight, how are you? How are you, puppy? Oh, I know. You've already got one in your mouth. You've already got the one in your mouth, Midnight. Look at you. Oh, my gosh. Midnight is ready to find his forever home. He is already an all-star ball picker here on Dogolotto. Look at you, Midnight. Look at you. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Good boy. Dropped it and got the treat, and now gets to go chase it down again. Oh, Midnight racing there, catching the ball on a hop before running into the concrete stairs there. You're a good boy, Midnight. Look at you. He wants the other squeezes. He wants the squeakers. Yes. Oh, you love the squeaking balls. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Midnight. What ball did Midnight pick? We're going to find out in just a second. Stay tuned as Midnight just decides to play around a little bit more. Hey, we want Midnight to have this time. Midnight, you deserve the stage. You picked the squeaker out of there. Look at you, Midnight. Look at how strong you are. Look at those strong jaws. Look at that tag, the tail wagging, or the tag wailing. The tail wagging. Look at you. Oh, my goodness. Midnight, you're such a sweet puppy, and you're destroying the balls. Hey, look, this is what happens. This is what happens, Midnight. You're like, hey, I'm so good at picking balls. I'm going to eat up all the screen time just having some lunch. I'm having an early lunch here today. Oh, Midnight, you're such a good puppy. You are so good, Midnight. There goes Midnight. What an amazing, incredible dog. Heading back into the air-conditioned confines of the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. I don't know. Luckily, I remember last week's episode of Dogolotto. It was a very special episode as Midnight debuted. And Midnight picked a certain number last week in ball tube number 1. Today, in ball tube number 3, that was loaded on the even side. It was the very last ball that could have been picked. But Midnight says, oh, I'm still number 1. There is our third ball picked by Midnight. 5, 8, 1 is the lucky number today on the reset jackpot of Dogolotto. Remember, if you have in this order 5, 8, 1, then you have just won over $100 in value in prizes from Always Faithful Dog Training, adding a free transformation session, for you and your dog. Always Faithful Dog Training helps correct behavior and obedience challenges by building a relationship of trust and respect through leadership training with no treats, no clickers, no shock collars, and no gimmicks. So if you picked 581, you get that and the free adoption fees paid for by the Nickell team at Tierra, Antigua, Realty. However, if you got 185, 518, 851, etc. in that order, you are our second prize winner today. And we will have Dogolotto Dan joining us to see who might be. Will we have back-to-back jackpot winners? You can fetch your jackpot at coolfmonline.com/Dogolotto. Go fetch your lucky numbers for next week's episode as Dogolotto Dan comes to the stage. Dan, Kimberly has done it again.
Yep.
Not only did we get to see the return of our new all-star ball picker, Midnight 2, we got to meet another brand new one to the stage, ONYX.
I know, right?
What a gorgeous dog.
With the one floppy ear and the
yes,
one... so
what
cute.
A gorgeous dog.
That dog's not going to last. He's going to be adopted.
Boy, I hope so.
Soon,
I certainly hope so. But 581.
581.
581 is the lucky numbers that the dogs picked today.
They love picking your number.
They do.
They really swapped number 10 with your number 8. I think the dogs all kind of love you a little bit.
Well, what can I say? It's a lovable number.
I haven't done the numbers in a minute, but I'm pretty sure number 8 has surpassed number 10 for the most popular dog ball with the dogs.
And that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But with lucky number 8 being in the mix today,
he's rubbing peanut butter on it.
I must be. That's got to be how
pick number 8. I'm saying.
I pay them extra. I pay the dogs extra to pick number 8. 581, my friend. What are we looking at today? Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
See you next week.
All righty. Can't wait. Dogolotto Dan, thank you, sir, for being a part of this, creating this actually. Today on this episode of Dogolotto, our 29th episode of Dogolotto, I can tell you we have no back-to-back jackpot weeks, unfortunately. Wah, wah. But congratulations to everyone who got so close to picking the right numbers. There were so many people who had 2 of the 3 numbers, but just came up a little bit short today. So we will remind you to go fetch your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Dogolotto. Be sure to watch the show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Check out all the new episodes. Check out our old episodes too. Share those around because those dogs, there might be some dogs in those episodes that are still up for adoption and ready to be adopted here. But tune in every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time for Dogolotto, presented by the one, the only Sierra Toyota. A huge thank you to our presenting sponsor, Sierra Toyota. Right now, Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. There is so much new and used inventory in stock, along with their state-of-the-art service department. It all makes Sierra Toyota the place to go. Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard, locally owned, community driven. Thank you once again to Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Always Faithful Dog Training, Bark and Bubbles Pet Spa, Eagle Plumbing, Physical Therapy and Balance Center, Berean Academy, Stephanie and Kyle Nickell at Tierra, Antigua Realty, Cool FM Live, all of our other wonderful prize sponsors here on Dogolotto. And of course, most of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this episode, helping to get these most adorable adoptable shelter dogs in the world adopted here. Signing off from the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center in Sierra Vista, I'm Jeff Davenport, thanking you for watching, thanking you for sharing, and reminding you, as always, to adopt, don't shop.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Dogolotto. A huge thank you to Sierra Toyota as our presenting sponsor here on Cool FM Live. Remember, it's free to play and free to win. Pick your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Dogolotto. And if you've been thinking of adopting a new pet, now is a great time to come down to the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center of Sierra Vista or your local shelter for those watching from around the country. See you lucky dogs next week on the next episode of the Dogolotto.